Welcome back to The Inspired Entrepreneur with Heather Hope. Hey everyone, welcome back. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. What day is today, guys? December 9th, 2020. Welcome back. This is Heather Hope with The Inspired Entrepreneur, and today is the 9th of December, 2020. How is your week going so far? Okay, so let me know down in the comment section. If you're watching this or listening to this on YouTube, let me know. Because I know on podcasts, websites and such, or platforms, you can't really comment, or you can't comment, period. Other than reviews. That's about as much as you can do, which is kind of like, what? Why can't we communicate? Anyway, let's get started. So if you're new here, my name is Heather Hope, and I am, hold on, my dog was just scratching the floor to lay down. I am a law of attraction teacher, writer, speaker, and I've written a book called The Inspired Entrepreneur. It's 366 days of inspiration for the entrepreneur. So if you're here, this is all about the law of attraction and being a business owner. And how to incorporate all that. Okay, so today's message, let's jump into it. Today is a little bit different. Actually, today is a lot different than any of the other days that we've done so far. And today is also, I believe, the 99th podcast. As you know, this is a daily podcast. And today I think it's the 99th or it's the 100th. I don't know. Once I upload this, I'll find out, but it is, did I say it's the 9th? Yes, the 9th. So I think it's the 100th, actually. It might be the 100th. Okay, so let's jump into it. December 9th. What traits, okay, so like I said, this is totally different. So some of you may know, probably just a few of you know that I originally started a Facebook page almost 2 years ago called the Millionaire Manifesto. And that grew really fast. And so it's all about basically manifesting money. When it started, it was really only based on money. And because at that time I was moving into being a money coach. And so I started with that. So it was all about being a millionaire. It was all about that vibration of being a millionaire, millions of dollars, that sort of thing. And so this kind of comes from there. And so today's message, I think the idea came from Sanaya Roman's book, Creating Money, which I think is the best book written about vibration and money. So this comes from, I think it's inspired by her book. So here we go. What traits or characteristics do you believe someone with $1 million possesses? List those out on a piece of paper. Now start feeling that way in your life. So it's a little bit of an exercise. There's a few days in this book that is an exercise. I could have done it daily, but who's going to do work every day? I don't know a single person. Well, maybe I do. Not even myself. I wouldn't do a daily exercise. I just wouldn't. I'm not that disciplined, but I'm just more disciplined than almost any person I know. Any person. I don't know. I really don't know anybody in my life, either clients or people in my sphere or whatever, is more disciplined than me about this stuff. So, and I wouldn't do this because I'm not that good at this, at doing something every single day. I get bored. So anyway, so no, I didn't want to put homework in this every day. That would just feel too much, I think. So every once in a while, I think it's good to do a little bit of assignment, a little thing to do. So, okay, so Think about a millionaire, or think about someone having $1 million or multi-millions of dollars. Or lately, my thing is being a billionaire, which I've said before that was never on my radar until I think last week. Once I started looking at super yachts, then I was like, oh, I may need to be a billionaire after all. So I don't throw that out there very much. I don't throw it around like billionaire. Like maybe I should, but because let's make all of this stuff sound easy. It's if we feel like it's easy, then it will be easy. So what's really important is that you tune in to what you believe, the traits and characteristics of a millionaire or billionaire. So what you believe, because the only thing that matters is what you believe. So if you believe that someone, a multimillionaire or billionaire or whatever, does a certain thing, you feel that's really important to do, then you may need to start doing that. Does that make sense? So let me give you an example of something. I try to make myself believe a certain way. And sometimes it's just easier not to try to make yourself believe a certain way, because it's just a lot of work, a lot of resistance pops up. So I was walking down my hill to my mailbox. I think it was yesterday. And I hadn't taken a shower yet. I was in my pajamas. I had an oversized hoodie on, or sweatshirt. And I was so comfortable. I don't remember the last time I was that comfortable with I just put on a bunch of clothes to run an errand in the morning. I didn't have to leave the car or anything, so I had to do that. But so my hair wasn't done. No, I wasn't wearing my glasses. I had my contacts in, so at least that. So anyway, so I'm walking down. I put my sunglasses on. In case, because it's one of those moments that I'll probably run into my neighbor around the corner. You know what I mean? Like it's one of those times where you look like you're crappiest, because I never leave the house without looking decent. You know what I mean? So it's one of those moments like if I leave the house looking like crap or feeling like crap or feeling like I look like crap, right? That I will run into somebody, and then I'll be like, oh, are you serious? Like I don't run into anybody until I do that, right? So I'm walking down the hill. My dog's with me, and I'm thinking about this, and I'm like, so there's this belief that I have that successful people who make a lot of money are, they're always put together. They're like well put together. They're always looking good. They're always, kind of that mentality. Because when I don't, like if I don't feel like I'm looking good, like took a shower, did my hair, did my makeup, put a nice clothes on, then I don't feel as successful as I could. Like if I don't do that stuff, then I don't feel like I'm a success in life. That's just a feeling. I've had that feeling for like most of my life. So what's funny for me is like, especially this year, right? This year when you see celebrities, so we all know celebrities who have a lot of money, right? They're very successful and they're living their life. They're staying at home, quarantine, whatever you want to call it, right? And they look like they're freaking homeless, right? And I see that and I'm like, that is so wild for me. Because I've just been one of those people, right? And so when I'm not, if I didn't get dressed up or if I'm just wearing, lounge clothing, lounge wear. Somebody said that recently. And I'm like, that sounds like a rich person thing to say. Like, I'm just wearing lounge wear or casual wear. Somebody said that, casual wear. And I'm like, you said that so like nonchalant, like casual wear. That sounds like a rich person way of saying sweats or something, right? Or pajamas or something. So anyway, so I've got this perception that, you know, like if I don't feel like I'm successful, like if I don't feel like I am, like if I'm not dressed nicely and look put together and feel put together, then I don't feel successful or put together or productive or any of that. And it's something that I've battled with for years of like that belief. And so most of the time I'm put together. If I'm not, then I get myself put together. And so I look at these celebrities and so many people look like they're homeless. Like, right? Let me know if you know all, like if you've seen all this, right? Or picked up on it. So I see a lot of celebrities, especially as they age or they're just hanging around the house or whatever. You catch a video of them or whatever, they're on social media or something, and they look homeless. Now, like my I've talked about this with my clients in the past of this whole like belief system. Whatever you feel is like a successful person or a millionaire, billionaire, whatever it is, then that's kind of your belief system of how you can resonate with that, right? Whatever that is for you to like step into. Does that make sense? So I feel like I'm going around like 10 mountains just to try to get my point across. So I've for a long time tried to convince myself that I can feel like a bum. And, you know, no offense to any of these words. They're just, you know what I mean? Like my heart is really there for like homeless people and all that. I don't call them bums. It's just kind of like the bummy feel of like if you wear loose clothing or pajamas or something you've worn 2 days in a row or a week in a row or whatever, right? So, but like my heart like goes out to homeless people. So I'm not here to like talk crap about them. Holy moly, no. Anyway, it's like one of the things that I want to do most with charity is with homeless and homeless pets and stuff. So anyway, so it's one of those things. So I'm walking down my hill yesterday to get my mail, and I'm thinking about this, like, God, and I'm like, Heather, this is me talking to myself of like, all of these people, like all of these people, all these celebrities, all these like majorly rich people, it's mostly celebrities, right? Who basically look like crap most of the time. That just makes them human. That's my point, really, is that they're just human like me and you and everyone else. They just happen to, but they have attracted a lot of success in their life and a lot of money and all that stuff, but they can also wear, wear whatever they're wearing and not do their hair and not do their makeup and not be put together and all that stuff, right? Like they can wear their pajamas 2 days in a row, like all day sort of thing, not do their hair. They look like they just crawled out of bed. They can look like that and still be successful. Does that make sense? That's what I'm trying to say. So for me, it's kind of like, if I feel that way, then I won't be successful. If I feel like I'm being bummy, I'll just say bummy, then I won't be successful. And I personally, I'm kind of conflicted about the whole change in beliefs. So, because sometimes it's just, if you go, the path of least resistance is just me taking a shower every day and getting ready. I've been doing this for, decades. Just get ready. Just put some nice clothes on, because when I do, I feel really good. When I don't feel really good. So it's like trying to make me, kind of like what I say about Abraham telling Esther, you don't have to do focus wheels to like broccoli. If you don't like broccoli, you don't like broccoli. We're not trying to make you like something you don't like. So it's kind of like me telling myself, okay, well, you can not be put together and still be successful. However, I feel, and I felt this way for years, that if I don't feel put together, then I won't be successful, right? So the path of least resistance is most likely just get ready every day. It's not that big of a deal, right? Because I don't struggle to get ready every day. That might be where the problem would be like if I was struggling to get ready every day, and if I felt like I'm never going to be successful if I don't put myself together. If I had that struggle, then that would be a different story right now, right? I would have to change something. I'd have to change myself in some way to feel successful. It would probably to get ready. But I don't have that problem. So anyway, I hope I didn't just talk in circles. I feel like I did. But I hope my message did get across of like the path of least resistance is going with the beliefs that you have as long as they work in your favor, right? Now, if they don't work in your favor, then there's beliefs to work on. Does that make sense? So let me give you an example. This is a real world example. I have a client. She may or may not be listening to this. I have no idea at this point. But she's in an industry that a lot of people are in. And so her belief system, because her belief system is that it's oversaturated. Okay. So far she, I believe she hasn't had a whole lot of success yet, or momentum. Let's say momentum in her chosen profession. And of course, COVID hit, which really, really put a damper on most people, I would say a lot of people. So it did on her and her industry a bit. It's still going strong, by the way, but, of course, that could be another belief system that COVID, is hindering. Anybody could say that in any industry. They could say that. But I know a lot of industries that are going super strong right now because of COVID or in spite of COVID. And this is particular one happens to be that one. Happens to be one that is still going strong. So anyway, so if you believe that your industry is oversaturated, that there's too many people doing this career, then it's working against you, right? That belief is working against you. So there's no path of least resistance there, right? There's no like, of course, path of least resistance is different for everybody in every situation. So it's like, I can't say there's one path of least resistance for anyone, right? For anything. It's always in the moment for that person with that circumstance. So it would be, for me, if I'm looking at trying to change a belief that is not working for me, I would go on YouTube and check out people who are successful in that field, especially new people, because there's a lot of new people enter fields all the time and are successful, right? It's all vibration. It's all belief. Like if somebody's going into something because they truly love it and they believe they're going to succeed, and that's just the way it is, or a person, because they'll succeed, right? Or a person that goes into it is like, I don't know, it's oversaturated. There's too many people doing this. There's not enough on the market. There's not enough this, and this, and that. There's too many people doing this and blah, blah, blah. That is not lining up with what you want, right? So that is a belief system that is hindering, right? So the work there would be to line up with what you want. What is it that you want? Do you really want to do this profession? Of course, that's like one of the first questions, right? In my program, the Soul Line Business is be honest. Is this really truly what you want to do? Because if it's not, you're probably not going to find success with it. So one of the big things is being honest. Is this what I really want to do? Or am I doing this because the potential of money is there? Because that's never going to work. You can't chase money. You have to chase your passion. If you chase your passion, which chase is not a great word either, but if you go towards your passion, the money will find you easily. If you go towards the money and the passion's kind of lukewarm, it's going to be a bumpy road, because you can't go towards money if you're not really, really totally all in on the idea. So going back to my idea. So for me, I'm not battling with getting ready. I'm battling with the days that I'm not ready or feeling my best. You know what I mean? So it's not that big of a deal for me to just get ready and put a nice outfit on, and it's not really that big of a deal. It's a bigger deal to change my belief about it, because the belief about it has been there for decades. So I don't have to change that belief. I can just strive to look my best or feel my best, right? Based on how I see myself in the mirror, and go that direction. Does that make sense? Let me know if any of this made sense. Let me know if this is helpful. But the important thing, going back to our message for today, is what characteristics or traits do you believe someone with $1 million possesses? What are those traits and characteristics? Now, if you believe that rich people are selfish and jerks and blah, 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 that's not helpful, right? So what are the traits and characteristics? List those on a piece of paper. Start feeling that way in your life. Now, it is true. I mean, lots of studies. I don't want to say true. It's true for a lot of people, right? I couldn't even, this is what's so funny today. You know how I preach like the whole, like when people say, oh, I'm just saying the truth, or this is the truth, or blah, 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 truth. I couldn't even spell truth today. I was trying to spell truth on a comment somewhere. And it's a word that I never use. Like, I don't write it. So I'm like, that's so crazy. Of course, it's a word I have always used my whole life, but it's like I couldn't even spell it. That's how much it's so far removed from like my thought of using it in a anyway, really. But anyway, so a lot of studies have said that people feel more productive, more fulfilled, or more successful when they're dressed up, right? When they wear a suit or wear nice clothing or get their hair done, or, you know, their makeup is on and all that stuff, right? Like there's been lots of studies that say that people tend to feel better, more successful when they do dress up. And I'm one of those people. So no big deal. I think I just have moments when I don't dress up, or I'm just wearing sweats during the day. It's kind of like, well, I'm thinking now in those moments, go change your outfit. I'm talking to myself. Go change my outfit. Add a little bit more makeup on. Put some lipstick on, or you know what I mean? Like do something to just add to it to feel like you're put together, like I'm put together. Okay, guys, I hope that was helpful. But the thing is, the most important thing is understanding what you believe to be. And then start feeling that way, start being that way, start, stepping into that if you haven't already. So there you go. Okay, guys, I'm going to let you go, and I will talk to you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.